dropped to?
It was up in the 20s there, but now it's just sitting at about 11. So it's like right at the precipice.
Yeah, and the K2 started going immediately as soon as I set it down. So yeah, so we'll give them a minute to just play before we try to interact to see if it settles down. But it's always nice when you get to go to a location where they already know how to play with all the toys. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do the whole teaching part of it.
Bob spends a lot of time by this safe here,
yeah.
So we might be yakking that one on for a while.
Yeah, well, might end up having to move it just 'cause it's gonna go. It's interesting because it's going down. It'll go down to 0 and then back up to 1.9. But same as last night, just when you think there's a rhythm to it, it changes.
It's just saying hello.
Yeah.
And Marjorie, I've got these cookies again.
We brought some cookies as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they're in the kitchen. So I'm going to say if you want some different cookies, I can bring them in. So Marjorie, if you're here, if you can do me a favor and you can touch more than one of these meters at the same time, I will go get the other cookies for you. That's 1 meter. I think that's Dr. Bob up there usually. So, are you here, Marjorie, sweetie?
There's 50 meters that makes a difference.
Bob might watch your snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can make the meter, I was gonna say, if you can make the meter on the table turn red, either one of them, I'll go get the cookies for you. Can you make them turn red, the ones on the table? KT went pretty high. Guess I'm going to bring the cookies for Dr. Bob for sure. Let's see if Marjorie can get involved. I see the numbers going on this one, but it hasn't hit the threshold for it to turn red. No, there you go. Thank you.
Do you want me to grab one?
Oh, sure, Jackie.
Yep, I'll get one. Hey, Marjorie, I'm just going to go grab the cookies and pass through here.
Cookies are coming.
Has that been going on quite a bit? No.
Yours just started? Saying hi to Julie.
I'll even open them for you. There you go. Cinnamon, sugar.
Giant stack.
Look like pancakes.
They smell pretty good.
Since we're bringing all the trigger objects back, bring our little chocolate and bear.
Yeah. All kinds of treats.
I'm sure that's some chocolate.
Yeah.
Put up for you.
You can come sit with Julie. I know Tiana was your buddy last night.
She had it exactly like that, and it was going off like crazy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
last
And
night.
now
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
idle for the moment.
This is going up and down, not high enough to set it off.
Yeah, the one at the table keeps doing that too, but
You want to move this one over a little
When
bit?
you opened the cookies, it jumped to 2.
Yeah.
Like I went really high when you opened the
get
cookies.
excited with the cookies. And I brought the device with me too to talk to you. And we'll use that again if you want. If you light up two of the meters, I'll turn this on and you can talk to us. But you have to let me know.
And they did both go.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. This time I'm going to put a time limit on it because we just let it go last night. And we're going to turn on for 5 minutes. And we'd like to hear from you on what you want to do tonight. We're here to interact with you and to visit. So if there's something you want to talk about or something you want us to do or an area where you want us to go, this is your chance to tell us. We'll follow your lead.
Honey. Oh.
Are you still there? I know I went and messed with equipment and got boring. Who is this?
Yes.
Is it Dr. Bob?
Was that a yes?
Yeah.
Was that a hi?
Possibly. Wow. Are you sitting with Julie?
The numbers are just jumping all over the place.
Is that you, Marjorie? If it's you, Marjorie, can you touch the meter that's by the teddy bear right next to Julie there? Let me know that you're listening. The other one on the chair, can you touch it? Or that one. How about, can you find Tiana? Where's Tiana? It's funny because last night, what did I keep asking her to do? Find the one with the ghost on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now, and that's,
Yeah.
so, I
I
said,
didn't even think about that.
yeah,
Tonight
and
she's probably
tonight she said, oh, look, I found the one with the ghost on it. Yeah. Good job.
Is that what it is?
That's very
Find it
interesting.
last
Yeah.
night, maybe she could tonight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to us? Or do you just want to play with the lights? So there's another yes there. So it's Dr. Bob that wants to talk tonight. We're listening. Can you step away from that meter? Can you make it stop? Can you stop the beeping? Is it fun? It's
No,
close.
it's just at 0.
It's almost like there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah. Can you just say hello? Are you Marjorie's friend? Is this difficult to use tonight?
This. With.
All over
Yeah, I
the
know.
place.
It's just, that's the thing, it just moves around the room. It's just weird. I really tried to understand you. Can you try just saying who you are?
Yeah, see.
I think he called you a patsy.
That's what I heard.
I've been called worse.
That's a different voice than what usually Bob uses.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Bob's voice on that.
We can go back to using the meters. Are you still there? Did you lose interest? Should we have brought donuts?
Pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the
Yeah,
pizza.
that's what they said last time.
So sorry that we didn't bring pizza.
I have onion rings I can bring in.
Would they have had onion rings
I
in
don't
the
know.
20s?
I don't think so.
Pizza truck.
I think that
I don't know if pizza was around.
maybe not here. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe in like New York.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think onion rings were around until like the 50s or the
Cookies
60s.
must have been around forever.
Yeah.
Molasses? You like molasses? Sweet molasses?
Change the batteries out in our flashlight. You want to see if Bob wants to play with the flashlight?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a normal flashlight, and so you got contact on either side, so we just loosen it off until it no longer makes contact. But sometimes if we ask Bob just right, he can fill in that little gap for us and turn the flashlight on.
Yeah, and I mean, there's several different ways of doing this. This is one of the slightly better ways, because like you said, you have it so that it technically shouldn't be able to turn on because there's no contact with the battery. Other teams that have the turn on to turn it off and on, they'll turn it so it's almost off or almost on, and wait for. And that one I question because I know those flashlights, if you just a breeze hits them the wrong way, that turns.
Yeah.
So this is slightly better. It's still questionable as whether or not it's fluke, but what he's had here is like on command. And if they do multiple flashlights, it'll be like do this one and then do that one, and it's turning on when asked. So it definitely is, you're able to validate it.
You want to play tonight, Dr. Bob? Got your flashlight out. If you come touch it, it'll go on.
It hasn't. The numbers started going at one point, but then it just stopped. It's been sitting at 0. I think it was Marjorie that was focused on Julie for a bit. But
I'm wondering if it was because I was in her spot. So it moved away. Give her space.
Do you want to come play with us? Dr. Bob didn't talk to us much last night, just a little bit, and was reacting to the chessboard. I think most of this activity we had last night seemed to be Marjorie.
I've heard all about your flashlight trick. I would like to see it.
Playing parlor games. In a way, everyone's got their special trick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bar tricks.
Familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
Familiar entertaining style for you, Dr. Bob. Everybody has their thing.
Well, he was a practical joker. And a funny man, from what I've heard.
Yeah, definitely was. Storyteller and an actor in his day. Did a few tricks on a few people in town. He'd like to be the center of
Oh, there we go.
center of attention. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
That's trying to right in your eyes.
Yep.
Turn it.
Yeah, it's right in my eye.
Yeah.
For sure. Are you able to turn it off also?
Can you turn off the flashlight?
Again, I feel like it's almost like there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah. Ask for something and it takes a few minutes.
Yeah, whether it takes them the time to get the energy or focus the energy, or if it's a delay in the message
Yeah.
Well,
being heard.
this one we've had him turn it off and turn it on
Mm-hmm.
one time, but he's gonna turn it on, but then you can see he'll try to dim it, but
Yeah.
he can't quite get it off.
Your team map is going off.
The one on the floor here is, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
That's Marjorie's spot, apparently.
Yeah.
She likes to sit there.
You want somebody to get down on the floor and play with you?
I'll come sit on the floor. I'm gonna sit in front of this couch though.
Yeah, the one time we were here before and we had Charlotte and Tiana sitting on the floor and with a toy between them, and we had it would go back and forth between their two meters, but the meter that was on the floor between them wouldn't go off, so it was like she was jumping. It was cool. It was.
She's used to this little chair, I don't think it makes any difference.
Well, have a seat. Join us.
You won't let us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanna come play with your bear, Marjorie? Got chocolate there. That comes from our Masonic Lodge, so I'm not sure. Probably, he was master in 1929. That's the head guy in the lodge. So it was probably taken around then, and he died in 36, and he was 45 when he died. Yeah, that's probably when he
Yeah.
took that picture.
Yeah, see, and I forget that he was so young when he passed,
Yeah.
you know, it's,
Yeah, 30.
yeah.
Yeah. Wish we had more, but we don't.
Mm.
And that little painting is Marjorie's likeness from what she's been described.
Yeah, I get the sense that since she passed, she's appears younger than she was when she passed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Marjorie passed of blood disease when she was 14. But when she presents in the house, she's about 6 or 7.
Yeah. As spirits tend to do. They tend to present themselves as when they're happiest.
Yeah.
Or, I was thinking of my granddad a lot last night after leaving here and talking to you and,
Yeah.
and that. And
Yeah, it's a good chance.
wondering if him and Bob crossed paths. I can almost picture it.
Back in those days, I think the population was only about 300 or 400 people. So
Yeah.
better than average chance there would have been 20 guys in the
Yeah.
So
And Granddad would have just got here at that point. He would have just come over from Scotland. So I saw you had just put a meter there, so I'm gonna say might not be. Was that you, Marjorie? Did you knock over the bear?
You want us to pick it up? Probably really high.
Can you touch the other meter that's on the chair? That one's not doing it for you.
The one on the floor? Was this one at 0 when it was over here? Or was it
I just put the one over there that was up here. That
Yeah, no.
periodic.
It was 0.
That one.
It was 0
Yeah.
constantly.
So Marjorie likes sweets, teddy bears. Is there anything else, any games that she likes to play? Or?
Well, we spoke to it a little last time. We talked about is there any games, but we followed her around the house with our EMF meters, and she likes to play hide and seek.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Do you want to play hide and seek tonight? We have a device in the kitchen that if you go and touch it, it'll make noise. It's red and black. Can you go find it?
I never felt so comfortable during an investigation. I realize we're like literally in your home and not just in the but it feels really warm and nice in here.
Yeah.
Like, it really does feel like we're just having a parlor conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
It feels really good.
It is, yeah. And that's the feeling I get every time I'm here. It's partly because Justin's a great host, and he's always made me feel at home. But I've always felt welcomed by the spirits here. I've never felt like, oh, this again. You know, they actually seem to enjoy people coming in here and interacting with them.
As an entertainer would.
No, I think that's the thing. He was very social in his life, right? He liked the party, and that was so.
People.
Well, we like coming to visit. I know it's been a while. You know, of course, I was just here last night, but it's the first time this year I've been out. Talk about you all the time.
She really does.
Yes, yeah. And whenever anybody comes to me and says, "Oh, where else, can I go?" and you get tours, other things to do in Alberta, I'm like, I always check out the Johnston House. Check out the Johnston House.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we heard all about Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He likes to make fun of the EMF detectors too.
Yeah.
Where you beep, beep.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I have mine that's hardwired.
Mhm.
If we could want to try the Echo Box when it's hardwired.
Sure. Yeah. If you'd like, yeah. See if we get a better connection. I know sometimes with the Bluetooth, it adds another level of difficulty.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just like you don't get this. Like this is not the normal. This is not something that happens at many locations at all to have this much activity all at once. And
It just is a weird
mm,
this to my arm.
mm. You felt something last night. Yeah.
I get here. No, I've had somebody
Mm.
in my hairline, but now it's my arm.
I have had. I think it's Dr. Bob a couple times I've been here. Kind of do the whole tug on the ponytail thing.
Like a bang ruffle.
And I actually have been drawing attention to it because I think that it will be a thing. I can see it.
Ooh,
That was really high.
It was really high.
That was like over an 80.
Yeah.
Do you want to ruffle more hair? Is that
Mhm.
what we're feeling?
Or are you telling me
Got a lot of activity there.
Should we do this?
maybe they were saying
Is
it's
that the move?
not Dr. Bob that's pulling hair, maybe it's Marjorie.
Actually, are you messing with hair?
Well, you let me know when you want this on, Bonnie.
Do you hate bangs? Is that what it is?
I could see that too, the Marjorie trying to play with girls' hair, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about that last night. I said, go braid Tiana's hair. Yeah.
That could be it. It's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way higher than it has been.
Yeah.
Do you like your hair braided? If you come to me, I don't know where you are, but I'll braid your hair. Can you make this one go off? And I'll braid your hair? Pretty please?
Oh, there you go.
Where are you? Here? Okay. Here. Shuffling. Okay, there. Can you make this one go off so I know you're sitting? Can you make it go off and I'll know you're there? Do you want me to braid your hair? The one on the table?
The numbers started going again.
I will. I'll braid your hair.
Turn this on if you want.
Yeah. We're going to turn on the talking device for a few minutes. Can you come say hello? Yeah, it sounded like you said Bob, so. So you, Dr. Bob? Is it okay with you if Marjorie comes over and plays with us?
Sweetheart.
Marjorie, are you sitting with me? Can you make the one on the table go off and I'll braid your hair? Okay. Where are you? Kind of here. I can't feel my leg anymore, so I'm gonna sit here. Sitting on me. Where are you? Just mind some braiding? Can you make the one on the table go off? Does everyone like their hair being played with? Did I also not tell you my name? Can you make one of the meters go off and I'll tell you my name?
But it feels very childlike. It's like she's bouncing around the room, just going, I can touch this, I can touch this.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at me do this.
Like running to and from Brittany.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Hey Marjorie, are you making me warm?
Mm.
Can you make one of the meters beside me go off if you're making me warm? One of these two? Pretty please.
Could you stop the beeping for a minute? We want to hear your pretty voice.
Did you say it when I was in the kitchen too?
Yeah.
Knowing that's what I was rooting around for.
Yeah. Chocolate's good.
Those are very good chocolate.
Yeah. I'm getting chocolate. Cookie. So we know it wasn't the meter being weird, and if it was some sort of power anomaly, the other one on that chair would be going off as well, because they're in each other's field.
Yeah.
So I'd like to bring you a toy next time I come. Can you tell me what kind of toy you would like?
I just gotta hold it for a second.
How about some hair stuff, like dumb toys?
Pretty cool, maybe.
Maybe a doll with nice hair that she could style.
Come here if you want, Jacob. Is that what's wrong?
Do you want to play with a dolly?
You like that idea?
You know, you have a favorite meter right now.
Yeah, you do.
If there's ever a time where I just want to turn off the beeping, that's always by the end of the Halloween season. I'm literally carrying these things in my sleep. I'm sure you guys get the same way. It just gets to the point that...
She's really curious to see now that Jacob's over here because she's fond of girls and playing with girls. But she's a little shy of boys.
I get it. Boys are stinky.
Very excited to see the doll.
Ooh.
Oh. Now there's a pretty doll.
You see that doll in the white dress, Marjorie?
Are we understanding you right? Did you say that this was a pretty doll? And thank you, Dana.
It went way up to 6.
Oh, wow. now I know you like pretty dolls, so I'll have to see if I can find you a pretty doll.
It's interesting that all the moving around that chair.
Yeah.
With me walking around and
Yeah.
putting this down, it hasn't jostled anything or knocked anything over.
True. Yeah, and that bear
Bear
was.
falling over.
Yeah.
Is it always like this? Is this the baseline in this room?
Usually you got about 5 going on. all the
Yeah.
time.
But to validate it, last night when things were done, we sat in here for a good half hour, 45 minutes at the end of the night, and there was nothing.
Yeah, 10:20 it decided it was sleep time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a single one was going
So it validates that this isn't just something ambient
Yeah.
in the area or some power thing we're not aware of.
Very
Yeah.
interesting that it's attached to that.
And last night it was in different areas, like similar spots, but we had like the meter that was on Tana's lap, and a lot of the meters on the floor were going off more than anything else last night. So it's slightly different. You're gonna wear yourself out. You'll have to eat more chocolate. Are you making your dad tired? Dr. Bob's like, enough with the beeping. I know my dad wouldn't have put up with that.
Right.
Okay, Marjorie. Marjorie, can you stop for a minute? I just want to check that you're listening. Can you stop touching all the meters? Please? Just for a minute? I'll take that as a no.
Not after all that sugar.
Are you just having too much fun? Maybe we should go and take a break? Should we go sit in the kitchen and give you a break?
It's also interesting that the one on the floor there and the chair. Before you brought the chair over, that one was going off periodically. But then once we put the bear on there and the chocolate, nothing's happened
Yeah,
with that one.
so she moved into the chair.
All
Yeah,
the attention is now on,
yeah.
on that.
Like, I don't even know where to point the camera. Like, it's just like, you know. It's
Can you say goodbye for now?
I'm just curious because it has been a lot of intensity. And this is what we did last night and kind of, you know, walk away for a minute. And because otherwise it's going to burn out very quickly. And to try to validate, of course. But we're going to give it a little rest for a few minutes. We're going to go in the other room. And you can come with us if you want. Or you can stay here and then you can call us back in like you did last night. But we'll give you some time to sit in here and play with your doll. Do you want somebody to stay with you? If you do, can you light up a meter near that person and they'll stay? So far you just want the, oh, right. Do you want Brittany to stay with you? If you light up the meter by Brittany again, she'll stay and visit. Looks like you have a play date. I'm going to leave this camera sitting here.
You're just having so much fun with that meter. Yay. Thank you. I'm your BFF. It could not be more exciting. I'm gonna eat a cough drop so I stop coughing. Is it an interesting smell? Does it smell like menthol? Honey, do you want to turn off the meter for just 1 second? Okay, that was like a single beep. For a 2 count? 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Want to turn it off? For a 2 count? Was that a 3 count? Okay, that was a better 2 count. Do you want to play with any other meter? You really like that one, hey? Oh wow, you really do. Can you make the numbers go up that high again? Sorry, I didn't see that one. Can you do that one again for me? One beside me? Really high numbers? The one beside me with higher numbers? Honey, do you want to turn off the meter for just 1 second? Okay, that was like a single beep. For a 2 count? 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Want to turn it off? For a 2 count? Was that a 3 count? Okay, that was a better 2 count. The one by the bear, can you stop it for 2 count? 1, 2. That was a quick 2. That felt like cheating. Can you make the one beside me have high numbers?
It's funny, these other ones aren't going off, eh?
Hey Marjorie, let me know on the meter beside me if you want us to move one back where that was. Do you want to turn it on? It's the one with the ghost.
Is that a different meter? The same one?
Yeah, different meter.
Do you want to go really, really long again? And then do our 2 count?
I'm bringing a new toy for you, Marjorie.
We switched out the meter again.
Yeah.
Just playing with it a little bit.
So this one, you just touch it.
Ooh.
and it will make a noise, and it's green. We really just want to talk to you. I think you just want to play games. That's okay. I'll have a look.
I'm feeling a little strange sitting here.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little sweaty, actually.
Yeah. I get that too. I get that too when I'm around Dr. Bob. I gotta get the woozy. I didn't have enough to eat or
That's exactly
low blood
how
sugar.
I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like almost like pressure in a circle and like going
Yeah.
like this.
I liken it to the fact that he was a dentist and he probably used gas on people. That's what goes through my head every time. It's like, don't gas me, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, I feel pressure and yeah, like I didn't eat.
Yeah,
Well, you
exactly.
know I had a big old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know we did, yeah. Yeah, I get
Definitely
that
just
too.
did.
Whenever I know when Dr. Bob's in the room, because that's what I feel.
I feel like whoosh. Hello, Dr. Bob. Am I sitting
That was
in your
the
spot?
meter
That
in the
was-
kitchen
yeah.
as well. Something in there was trying to keep us from coming back in here, so. How about this? If Dr. Bob can touch a meter on the table, we will stay in this room. And if you touch a meter on the floor, is there one on the floor?
There's no.
If you touch a meter on the floor, we'll go upstairs. And if you touch the one in the kitchen, we'll go in the kitchen. Is that clear? Table to stay here, floor to go upstairs, kitchen for the kitchen.
I'm just gonna move this. It's interesting.
That was one vote for
This
table.
is getting a steady right here. It's not moving at all. It's
Okay,
just
so
at
it's
a
probably
steady.
the Wi-Fi.
Is there still
Let's
a
actually
meter
set
under
this
the dome?
right up on your
I don't think so.
chest table, Dr. Bob. You can set that one off instead of the floor if you want us to move.
Up until 5 minutes ago, I was feeling so comfortable that I could have just gone to bed. I'm not even
Yeah.
a feeling at all. But I feel awake and like heavy now. It's very.
Do you want to
strange.
change spots with somebody and see if it goes
Yeah.
away?
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jake? Thank you, Dr. Bob. I appreciate you connecting with me. I don't feel afraid or anything. It's just
Yeah.
a different sense.
I can see why you like this spot. It's very comfy, Dr. Bob.
As soon as his butt hit that chair, everything stopped. Oh, really. I felt the whole energy in the room just shift for a minute. That moment of, I was gonna react. Have you decided what you want us to do? Marjorie wants us to stay in here, I think. That's the vote, I think Marjorie's saying. I want to know what Dr. Bob wants us to do. Because ultimately, we're just here to visit with you.
I'm gonna put one more
It's
meter
not
on the
about
front.
us.
Marjorie's still playing with us. Although maybe a little tired now. It's going lower for sure. Marjorie, can I sit next to the doll and maybe try and play the game that Bonnie set up? It's a very pretty doll.
The house didn't, if they're back, the house didn't shift. So weird.
Can you touch the other side, Marjorie?
It's just you tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Do you want to play? I'll do tap tap. You can do beep beep.
See if we can do the same number.
I'm going to tap it twice, okay?
No. you getting tired, Marjorie?
No. Is it almost bedtime?
K2 went to 5 there.
I saw that. It's... Do you think we should bring you more pretty dolls? Sorry.
It's hard to know what the yes is.
I know, and we tried that last night. I have tried with Marjorie to do this is yes and this is no, and inevitably it just breaks down to this. And that's usually I know it's Marjorie because she just, honestly, I think she's barely listening to us and she's just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's the high-strung kid thing.
Care less what we're talking about.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
the
The toys
toys?
are out. Is that okay, Marjorie? Can we go sit in the kitchen? You can come with us, or you can stay in here. But we've talked to somebody in the kitchen before. We'd like to go try that again. If that's okay with you, can you light up the meter on the table? Any one of them. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Three.
That was so much startling.
It was so loud. I didn't expect it to jump right up on that like that. So I'm just gonna. So hello to we're gonna sit in here for a while. And last time we were here and we sat in the kitchen, you came and you sat down with us and we had a really good conversation. I still don't know who that was we were talking to, but we're gonna try for that again. I'm gonna turn it on, and maybe you could tell us who you are.
So this is burst mode
Yeah, this
right
is
now?
burst mode, yeah.
I don't think ours can do burst.
Yeah.
That's how old it is.
Okay.
Stream of
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Well, even that, you can turn it off and on manually. We've done that before too, where I will ask a question and turn it on,
Yeah.
and then give it a chance to respond, and then turn it off. And that's really helpful.
Why?
Did you hear quiet? Very clear.
So I'm gonna switch to actually doing that because it's. I don't know if that's me. So what we'll do is we'll ask something and then turn it on and give them time to answer and then turn it off. That also helps sometimes to just make them communicate. So whoever's here with us, you know who I am. I would really like to know your name. If you would like to share that with us, I'm going to turn it on. And could you please tell me your name? Can you tell me your name, please? So you got to answer in the time that it's on. And this is how we can communicate.
I can't believe this game vibrator is still going off.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
Constantly just.
And yeah, and the thing is, if it was something anomalous, a power or whatever, it would be constant, not stopping every once in a while and then starting again. And I can't explain
we
it.
switched out the two
Yeah, exactly.
and it
It's-
stopped. neither meter, and then replaced it again. And
Yeah. And it's just like a little kid going, look what I can do. Yeah. Does anybody have anything that they want to ask or say?
I really love dogs, and I hear that there's a lot of. I love animals in general, and I hear that there's a lot of animals on the property here. Is that true?
I might have heard dog in there, but I was also listening for it, so.
Yeah, I thought right at the very beginning I might have heard animals.
Yeah. Are you related to Dr. Bob? That was a whole lot of nothing. Yeah.
Anyone have a joke?
Dr. Bob likes a good joke. You know, he had a sense of humor. In other words, we could leave it. We could try the passive thing because that's what had happened before. We were on break having a snack the first time it happened, and it just all of a sudden meters started going off. So we're like, okay, somebody just casually turned on the echo box, and next thing you know, we were having this whole thing happen, and then the next time we were here, we kind of repeated it, and it worked. So just leave it on for a little while, see what happens.
I don't know if it's just my mindset right now, but I thought I heard good boy, like a dog, and then sit and roll.
Well, I'll definitely listen for that review because that'd be kind of on the nose of what we were saying.
Yeah.
And I forget, I don't know how many people it is that have seen the dog, so how common it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that, but,
Does anyone like names the dog?
yeah.
I think it's like a golden retriever, like a golden lab.
It was
Yeah,
a
he's a
golden lab,
golden,
yeah.
So.
But when I was reading through all the testimonials, or maybe it was the history, but they were saying there's lots of animals on the property.
There's a quieter voice that keeps coming through in behind everything. That I'm definitely hearing some things. So, note to self and review.
Yeah. Sounds very distant.
It could be something like little scurrying sounds, or okay.
Sounds very distant though.
Okay, so it could be something on the roof or outside.
The worst part of a horror movie where you can see the dark room in the night vision camera. that shadow?
Couldn't be sure, but it was kind of out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on here?
And there is a window in the bathroom that's when there's cars go by, we get light play, so just keep it. You can always tell when it's a car though, because it's going to go by smoothly.
Yeah, it just seemed like right on the piece of wall in the very corner,
Okay?
it got, I don't know, saying noticeably brighter, but
Okay.
a kind of a change in color. Almost.
Yeah. That's kind of like what we've been saying, so awesome. Marjorie, can you come upstairs? Maybe you could come say a prayer with us? Same as, oh, I was gonna say same as last night. It goes crazy, and then, which is what we get at so many locations, because they can only go full tilt for so long.
Yeah.
But it seems like every time I'm ready to say they're done, it's like, no, we're still here.
Single beep.
Mm-hmm.